Here are solutions to test number 1 for ECE 211. This test looks at Kirchhoff's laws, resistors in series and parallel, and voltage division, current division. The first problem is, given this resistor circuit, what's the net resistance between A and B? The trick here is to figure out what's in parallel, what's in series. In parallel, the resistance is the sum of the inverses inverted. In series, they just add. So initially, these two resistors in parallel, the net resistance is 111 ohms. In series with 810 gives you 921 ohms. In parallel with 420 gives you 288 ohms. In series with 270 gives you 558 ohms. In parallel with 330 gives you 207 ohms. In series with 390 gives you 597. So that's the total resistance between A and B. Second problem. By voltage division, find the voltages V1, V2, V3. So if I knew the voltage of V2, I could find the voltage of V3 is what I'm measuring divided by the total resistance, that percentage of V2. Likewise at 2 and 1. So the trick here is to find the impedance at V3 looking right, that's 160 ohms. At V2 looking right, that's 130 in parallel with 200, 78 ohms. And V1 looking right, that's 120 in parallel with all this, 57 ohms. So that's the first part, is find the resistances looking right. Now by using voltage division, it's R1 over R1 plus 20 times V0, R2 over R2 plus 30 times V1, R3 over R3 plus 40 times V2. So given V0, here's V1, V2, and V3. Next problem is current division. Find the total current draw, and by current division, find I1, I2, and I3. Well, the total resistance is 3 resistors in parallel, 48 ohms. The total current then is 10 volts over 47 plus 48, 105 milliamps. I1 then is the admittance, 1 over the resistance of what I'm measuring, divided by the total admittance. That percentage of I0, 50 ohms. At I2, it's 1 over 160 over the sum of the admittances, 31 ohms, or 31 milliamps. And I3, 1 over its resistance over the total, 22 milliamps. That's current division. Problem 4 is voltage nodes. Write the voltage node equations. So 1 is easy, V1 equals 10. At node 2, the current left, current down, plus current right equals 0. That's V1 minus V2 minus V1 over 100, plus V2 minus V1 over 400, plus V2 minus V3 over 200. At node 3, the current left, current down, current right equals 0, gives you this equation. At node 4, current left, up, down, right equals 0. And node 5, current up, left, and down equals 0. Quick way to check your answers, at each node, like node 3, all the V3s are positive, everyone else is negative, and the units match up. Volts equals volts. Volts over ohms gives you amps. Amps plus amps plus amps, 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 amps. Units match up, no sign errors, probably got it right. Problem 5 is supernodes. Given this circuit, write the node equations. So 2 of them are easy. I know the voltage source says that V2 minus V1 is 9. V4 minus V3 is 5. That's 2 equations. I can write the node, can't write the node equation of V1 because I don't know the current from the source. Can't write node 2. I can write, can't write 3, can't write 4. Can write the node equation of V5. That's the current left, current down, current right equals 0. I am now short 2 equations. That's where supernodes comes in. So if we look at the previous equations, the stuff I've taken into account are the 9-volt source, the 5-volt source, these 3 resistors. My last 2 equations have to include the ones, this one's also, I haven't done that one, have to include everyone else. So that's my supernodes. One supernode I could draw right here around this source. That'll take into account the 400 ohms, the 50 milliamps, and the 500 ohms. I still need these 2. So another supernode could be this one. and there's other options. If I choose those two supernodes, then out of this supernode, I have V1 over 400 minus 50 milliamps plus V2 minus V3 over 500 plus V1 minus V5 over 100 equals 0. And then the currents out of the second supernode also have to equal 0. Problem 6 is current loops. Another way to solve a circuit is to write the loop equations. As I go around any closed path, the voltages have to add to 0. So around loop I1, I get 100 I1 plus 400 times the current going down. I1 minus I2 equals 0. Around loop I2, I have 400 I2 minus I1 plus 200 I2 plus 500 I2 minus I3 minus 5 equals 0. Hit the minus sign first, so I subtract. Likewise, on node 3, loop 4, loop 5. As a check, as I go around each loop, like loop I2, all the I2s are positive, everyone else is negative. And the units match up. Volts or amps times ohms gives you volts, plus volts, volt, 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 volt. Everything's volts, so it kind of works out. Finally, super loops. If I have this circuit, write the loop equations. The current source is easy. That just says that I4 minus I3 is 50 milliamps. I can do the loop around I1. That gives you 100 I1 plus 300 I1 minus I2 plus 500 I1 plus 9 equals 0. I can do the loop equation around I2. I3 I can't do because I don't know the voltage drop across the current source. Can't do I4, but I can do I5. So when I'm done, I've got 3 equations for the loops. This guy right here, I'm missing one equation. That's my super loop. I haven't taken into account yet that 400 ohm resistor. That's it. So one super loop that works would be this one, going around the big whole mess. So 400 I3 plus 100 I1 plus 200 I2 plus 700 I5 equals 0 gives me 5 equations, 5 unknowns. And that is test number 1 for ECE 211.